All right, sorry, I'm very late today. Been reading through some stuff, got some desk work that I've been working on, but what do we got? Novo Nordisk creaming it. Holy cow. That's pretty good too. I know they had they have clinical data this morning, right? All right, so they're so see that's the thing. They have what's now let's just hold on before we get into what's the reaction from. There we go. See, this is what we've been talking about. And look where it stopped, guys. It's a game. Again, just realize we're talking about a video game. I'm sure this is probably where it stops. Now, if it doesn't, we'll probably go to the top of the Keltner channel, which would be basically in line with the low of, what's this, the 29th. And yeah, so that'd be another good stopping point. Then obviously we have either this uptrend ray, we have that. So we have plenty of data to go with. Altimmune, they're getting beat up. What's going with the EBS here? They have bad earnings or something? Oh, they did. Oh, but that wasn't that bad. Oh, okay, it's down from yesterday. All right, I was gonna say, didn't we have the move yesterday? So notice it's trying to get below that sucker, but it's where support is. So what we could see today is it blasts below, we hit this, and then we rise back above. Um, yeah, I'm just wait. Let's just wait because I mean, like I said, once we get down below this sucker, it's gonna take a random, almost I shouldn't say random, but it's gonna have to take some support and some shorts taking some profits to kind of get a nice little wick up, build in that shadow, and maybe we can get not hammer obviously, but we can definitely get if we can get a long wick or sorry shadow, we might be able to call that a near term bottom. Game plan's still the same, guys. Like just take it easy. We don't know if, when, where this is going to be a good spot to add or initiate position for those who never did. There's it's just a lot of air, and like I said yesterday, easy up, easy down. I know it's a cliche saying, but in terms of stocks and technical analysis, there is something to it because there's nothing really. This is all time high, right, in this area. So as it's going up into air. There's nothing to grab onto on the way back down. We got no rungs in here except just technical indicators where algorithms and technical traders are going to want to stop. There's nothing fundamental in there. It just might be somebody, knows a number that they're comfortable with, and that's where they start defending it, and maybe that's enough to kind of, start a reversal setup or something like that. But we got nothing in between here and basically $40 a share to stop this thing, except just technical indicators. I mean, the strong one is probably this uptrend ray that's established before the data. So maybe we got, over the next week or two, if it really wants to roll over, 50, 60 bucks a share at some point in here. So now we're coming down. So this will become strong resistance for the day if it opens up. Or it already opened up. Man, I'm going to be late. So let's just keep an eye on that. Resistance would probably be the anchored VWAP, which is around $80 a share. But I wouldn't say that's really resistance until probably this afternoon. It's possible she comes down and she just needs to touch this area of support, and then she just bounces right back up. All right, next, Altimmune's going to take a hit too. She's sitting right on the 200-day EMA. Data. Of course. Great data, and then that's what happens. I guess Lily's down. Yeah. So I guess today, I mean, my watch list is definitely going to be Viking just to see how it moves. I'm not inclined to do anything about it right now. I just want to see if she just wants to roll over. But got to monitor basically how the pulse goes on it, you know? Like it's not, it's especially because when you look at the daily chart a lot to make our decisions, but it's probably a good idea to watch them, you know, at least the hourly. And if not, you know, go to a smaller time frame just to see how they're trying to work it down. You know, if they're, you can tell they're really trying to work it down if it gets to a support level and then all of a sudden a whole bunch of shares just coming on the sell side and they're just, because honestly, I'm sure there's plenty of big guys sitting out there like, dude, there's no volume here, you know, for $30. You got $30 of, you know, just space between essentially $40 and $70 a share. You think they're not sitting there? They're like, well, we could short against this, and you know maybe shake the tree a lot, get this down to like $40 a share, maybe, and we can, you know, that's much better. Obviously, you know, like that's what they want to do. They want to get it cheaper. They don't want to be paying it up unless, again, they don't want to sit there and pay up for something that could be. I mean, they're $75 a share right now. Yeah, I mean, they want to get down to this 45 area probably. That's where they consider, you know, a good spot to maybe start adding to it. You know. But if you can get, you know, 30, 40% cut, it's a lot of profit, right? Short against it just to get you out. Turn around, take your shares. I have to look at the data because that's the thing is they might be. I'll take a look at that later because we have to determine if it's actually comparable or if not better. If it's anything, I mean, it has to. If it's better, then Vikings in trouble for the most part. Now, obviously, they'll still press forward with all their clinical trials and try to determine if it's better in some other way. Differentiate versus anything else that's on the market or in the pipeline. Yeah, I got nothing, guys. Just, it's... Yeah, we got earnings. You know, Cirrus did all right. KPTI did all right. So maybe some moves on those guys. Adma just keeps grinding higher. Look at this sucker. This was like I can't believe this even got down below our buy targets at one point. Nuts. I mean, the fundamental story behind Adma Biologics is like, I guess the bull thesis is they have approved products. They have their own, they're all integrated. It's vertical, right? They have everything from sourcing the plasma. They benefit from that because even then, if they take anything extra, they sell the raw material. They are the ones running the business that takes it. They're the ones who are running the business that manufactures it, right? And purifies it and does all that. And then they have the business that then, you know, develops it into, you know, IVIG. hyperimmunoglobulin, whatever. So, yeah, right. It's hyper, isn't it, for them? But they have these products, so like they're along the way, they're not paying anybody else, and at the same time, they're able to sell various products throughout that time. It's crazy. It's crazy. And yet it was down to, basically nothing per share. Close to being profitable at that time. There's a shortage of IVIG. Just general. But then their products, which has been shown to do great in a variety of different, obviously immunocompromised is all those, severely immunocompromised patients. But then just about anybody who needs a boost from their immune system, IVIG. Do they have to come up probably with some other more advanced products at some point? Yep. But it's them and the big boys. So why I've always been like, hold on to it is because I think at some point someone's going to step in and say, we need to get these guys. Because they keep opening up more plasma centers and bioplasma centers. And they're expanding capacity. They're always improving these guys. So the growth is there. And yeah, at first when these guys took over and what they were doing, there was a whole bunch of FDA issues and all that stuff. So get the compliance and this and that, get everything up to speed. They worked real hard on it. This is like a great success story. These guys know what they're doing. Very impressed by them. And that's why they've been a top idea in the portfolio since day one. And $10 a share, I think. I've been there, that was several years ago. It was like $12 is where I think I'd really want to consider selling some off. So if $10 by the next year at some point, I think that's fair. Because now I think they're in the clear. I think they're really going to start reporting growth, not only just good growth, but profitable EPS, both in terms of So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm finally get to work. RIGL, Cirrus, CERS. Who else? KPTI. Look for a potential sell on Aquestive again, if need be, and then monitor VKTX and Alt. All right, take it easy. If you have any questions, tickers.